Right. Welcome to the Lidat podcast. I am your host, the greatest of all time. I'm trying not to die at the moment. I swear to God, I don't have corona. Because if I did, Sam wouldn't be here. Actually, he'd probably still be here because I wouldn't tell him anything. It's me, your host, the original one, and Sam. I'm just
You're
gonna
not
use
gonna say
Sam.
your name.
I already named myself.
What's up, guys? Extreme my energy level today. I'm a little tired. It's been a long week, an extremely long week of work. You can see I just got out of work right now on a Saturday. I thought I was gonna have today off. Didn't happen.
Well, you texted me,
And I spent about 4 hours yesterday lifting up fucking gigantic AC units on the top of on the top of a ceiling like this all fucking day. So my shoulders are busted. And today,
you wanted to do a podcast yesterday?
I thought yesterday was Saturday for some reason. I don't know what it was.
Because you texted me, I saw it. And I was like, damn, it's too late. Like, I'm going to start 9 at 9 something.
So bro, I've been tired. Plus that's with the gym. Like this week, I had to go a little bit softer in the gym than I've been going, just because it started affecting the way I was working at work. Mm-hmm. My boss said something to me about it.
What do you mean?
Like, my boss came to me. He's like, "Yo, I'm moving slower at work." About because with the hospital we're working at, like certain things have to be done by a certain time. He came to me. He was like, you're moving a little slower now, and you need to pick this up because it has to be profitable. Obviously, it has to be profitable for him, mm-hmm. Right? With the kind of contract me and him got going on with how I get paid. So if I'm not being profitable, well, that's a no-brainer for him. Mm-hmm. So I had to be smarter about the gym because I was going hard as shit for about a month. I've been going pretty hard in the gym. And that's that. We haven't been doing videos lately either. I'll put a little bit of exclamation on that. I went to Texas for a little bit, and then my plan was not to see you until it was competition time for us to do the whole lifting thing. That was the plan. Uh-huh. But since this week I went a little soft, I'm like, you know what? I can go see him this week. I can go see him this week.
You want to focus?
Huh?
You want to focus?
Yeah. If I'm gonna put my mind to something, I don't think you stand a chance. But we'll see. We'll see when the day comes. I'm not gonna. Besides that, I'm not gonna add any more to that. I'm just gonna say like, my numbers, all my numbers jumped up a lot. Mm. Like magnitude. We're not talking small numbers. This is magnitudes larger than what I used to do. Yeah, but that's the reason why I haven't really been filming. Kind of wanted to just focus. I was doing with the kind of schedule I had from just at least working like 10 hours a day, and then the gym for an extra 2 to 3 hours a day, 6 days a week. It's kind of crazy, Gotta take a little break here and there. Yeah. But that's been me. That's been what I've been up to for the last couple weeks. Anything up new with you? What's up? I haven't spoken to you. If I don't call or text you, bro, we're not gonna do a podcast at all.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna call.
Huh?
It's not like I'm gonna call.
I know.
But I mean, it's a thought that counts. That you think I'll call?
I don't think you would call.
Well, and nothing new with me. Same old, same old. Just work.
Just work.
Just work.
You got nothing new going on in your life?
Yeah. Same old, same old. My life is just normal. Just fine. Normal? It's just always fine.
Have you had any good ideas recently?
No. Same old, same old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, life doesn't change that much. Oh. No, for me it doesn't. It's just the same.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. That's one way to look at it. I think I'm lucky in that sense.
Yeah, but do you not feel like you're okay? For example, besides this gym for me, I was talking about it with Veronica yesterday, my girlfriend, and yesterday, the day before, one of those days, and I was telling her that I think I told you about this before. It was, I think, sometime last year during the summer. I think it was around when we first started doing the podcast, and I got into the idea of writing a novel or writing a book. And for the past couple of months, I hit a wall on the ideas for the book because of a concept I had for the book it just wouldn't work out if I try to write the book that exact way. You know how like some stories have lore,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't build you can't build certain things around the lore because if you do, some of it doesn't make sense,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you can't, for example, like let's go Star Wars, like how people some people have with the Force, and then you add midichlorians. No one liked that shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thought it was basically off skill off the beginning, from the beginning, and then they add midichlorians, and that kind of just power levels for Star Wars, right? So I ran into that roadblock, and I was trying to figure it out, and I'm gonna get past figuring that shit out right now. Okay? Some advancement.
You mean that you need to see advancement?
Yeah, like have you been in a progress with anything?
Yeah, everything's just steady, just nice and fluent, steady, one day at a
I
time.
mean, it's a podcast. What the fuck you want to talk about?
Hey, like I don't expect things to progress immensely in a week or two. The way I handle things is just you have your goals throughout the day. You make sure that the goals that you have in the day are accomplished,
Mm-hmm.
and over time, through compounding, in a month you'll
Mm-hmm.
see a difference instead of expecting to destroy everything in a day. That's the way I see it, just one step at a time. Because
Yeah.
if you just start thinking that I need to just accomplish everything today, that's just extra stress.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the way I work. I mean, some people can. I mean, if you can, go ahead. I mean, I'm not saying that I go to work, I come home, and I don't do anything. Things are getting done.
yeah.
It's just my expectations for the day are more realistic
I mean,
instead of thinking of conquering the world.
I'm a conqueror.
You're gonna conquer, but you're not conquer today. It's gonna take time.
Oh yeah, obviously. Everything takes time. I believe that I am better than average at compounding my goals that I want to get done.
You're good, but still, they're gonna take time.
No,
Yeah.
everything's gonna take time.
Yeah,
Of course.
just as long as you're doing what you gotta do it on Monday, on Tuesday, on Thursday, eventually after a year, all that work is gonna add up.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. It's less stressful.
I think I stress myself out a lot with planning.
I don't like stressing myself. It's just so much stress. It's just you're just playing. You're just getting diminishing returns at that point.
I'm a firm believer of I'll stress myself out now to have peace of mind later on. Which I believe that you also would agree with as well. But that's why I plan the way I plan. It's like sure as it maybe a little bit too much stress to put on. Sure, but then once I have it planned out and I know exactly the map that I need to go to get where it's at, like people are making left and right turns, and I just found the way to cross through the entire thing.
Well, I guess to me that's less stressful. If you make a plan,
Mm-hmm.
right, and you know where you need to go,
Mm-hmm.
so, but to me that's less stress. Because to me, stressful would be you don't know what the hell you're doing, and you're just going day at, and you just feel like you're not moving.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I guess it's like GPS, right?
Mm-hmm.
You clock in, or you have a map, and you know where you're gonna go. You know where the destination is for the journey. I'm a guy that prefers to know how I'm getting there, not just where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm getting there. Is it efficient enough? Do I need to get there quicker? And if not, okay, I can do whatever the fuck I want. If I want to get there quicker for a specific reason, how do I handle that? How do I handle those kind of things? It's like, for instance, with the stock market, right?
Mm-hmm.
The market's crashing.
Mm-hmm.
I know people that's lost thousands of dollars. I haven't lost shit because all of my investments I've been making have all been smart. I planned for what would happen the year after 2020 with investing. I saw how the market was going. I saw how bullish it was. So I invested in things that were less likely to decrease in value, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Did I ride a lot of the wave? Yes. I got out at the right time. And a lot of the investments I think that I have are ready for the next 5 to 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were just investing for a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people that lost thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars. I know one of my coworkers lost $200 in like 2 hours. He kept pushing on to me, yo, invest in the stock, invest in the stock. I'm like, no. And he goes, why? I'm like, because it's going up that quick right now. So I'm like, so you're not gonna know when to get out. Yeah, but no, not yeah, but you're gonna lose money. After I said that shit, 2 hours after, he lost $200. Same thing with Bitcoin. When the whole Bitcoin thing happened, that shit was going up. I'm like, it's gonna stop today. And I told people at my job, it was at 38, I believe, when I told them it's gonna stop maybe today. An hour after I said it's gonna stop, that shit, I think stopped at 40, and then dropped down to 30. So people lost $10,000 worth of value. And then you compound that depending on how many you own. Like say you own like 5, you lost $50,000 right there.
Yeah, but that's people if you're gonna sell it the same day. I don't think Bitcoin's something you sell in a day.
Why not?
That's something you hold.
I mean,
It's like like for example, like Tesla right now, it was like it was a point it was like 900. Right now it's 500.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, I guess you could sell it, but I don't think you will say that Tesla is something that is gonna stay at 500 and it's gonna continue going down. That Tesla is something you hold.
No, yeah. Tesla. It depends. Okay, first before I give this is entertainment. It's not any financial advice. Don't sue me for anything I might say. The issue with Tesla, and do I agree with you that Tesla has a high potential of being a very lucrative business overall? I mean, it already is, but like even further. Yes, I think, in my opinion, a stock, if everything goes right with Tesla, can be worth $1,500. In my opinion, right? You do that. You compound that for like with for 4 years. It's like $5,000 right there, right? But the issue with Tesla, and this is what a lot of people don't understand, a lot of the value of Tesla is just investors, not the product itself. People are investing in Tesla's future, which most people do when they invest into a company. But usually investments are made by investments. You make investments into a company that's making products that they can sell more, so the value of the whole system goes up. That's not what's happening with Tesla. It's not like Tesla's started selling way more cars than everyone else in the fucking world. That's not what's happening. What's happening is people believe in Elon and his SpaceX and Tesla and everything he has going on, and they assume since he's had so much massive growth, they want to get into growth before the next growth spurts happen. Like Bitcoin, but then Bitcoin could lose $10,000 of value in a day. Same thing happened with Tesla.
Yeah.
Is what is the value based off of? The value is based off of projection of his future, not based off of the product that he is currently selling. In my opinion, which is kind of, you gotta think if Tesla becomes, like say, a cab company, it becomes Uber, and they have self-driving taxis, it becomes one of the most richest companies in the world, like this. But let's say you can never perfect. Let's say you can never perfect auto driving or whatever, autopilot. Then that never happens, and the advancement there never happens. Or let's say the only way the autopilot would work that well is that every car on the road would have to be that specific car, or have the exact specific autopilot function on all the vehicles. There's a lot of things that can happen,
Yeah. I guess it's just being patient. It really depends on what your goal is.
Yeah.
But that's the stock market. At the end of the day, it's not the safest way of doing things. There's a safer route. Google them. I'm not telling you shit. Anyways, let's talk about Amazon real quick. Actually, I want to talk about Gina Carano. Actually, that's something.
Gina Carano.
Yeah. So you know what happened to Gina Carano?
Yeah, I haven't even watched The Mandalorian. I haven't watched WandaVision or anything like that.
I didn't watch WandaVision, although I want to watch it.
Yeah, I think it's like the last episode now, right?
Yeah, it already went out.
You got Disney Plus?
Nah.
I think my mom has that shit. She had to send it to me.
My brother had like a 1 week thing, but I never used it, and it was like 5 weeks ago, so that's just probably gone.
Yeah. I never watched The Mandalorian though.
The Mandalorian is great.
I heard she was really good in the show.
Amazing.
You liked her, right?
An amazing character.
So far, I've seen her, like, I was looking at her movies. Like, she was in Deadpool.
Yeah,
she was in. I think she was in a Fast and Furious movie as well. I think. Don't quote me on that. But she seems like a good actor. And then I seen an interview with her with Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, after that interview, I knew they were not gonna rehire her. I was like, damn it, kind of.
No, the interview happened after.
No, I know they happened after, but there was rumors that Disney was they were conflicted. They didn't know if they wanted to rehire her because of the backlash they got, or just to.
They weren't gonna rehire her. Look what happened with Johnny Depp. Johnny isn't doing fucking he's not doing Pirates of the Caribbean movies right now with them because of the whole thing that happened between him and his wife.
You know what?
And it turns out, well, it seems that turns out, it seems the law is starting to lean towards Johnny. That Johnny did nothing wrong.
Well, there's a video evidence of it.
Well, there you go.
There's an audio recording that they both agreed on, where she basically admits to everything. But the thing is that happened I think like a year ago, where it already came out, and like now things are turning.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about her later because apparently she was gonna get fired. Not anymore.
Isn't she an Aquaman?
She's an Aquaman, so they were gonna fire her.
Get her the fuck out of there.
I don't think they will, because they just announced that was all rumors. They were gonna potentially fire her and hire Daenerys.
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke.
Yeah.
Gonna hire her. That's a different topic. But let's just Gina Carano. All right.
Okay, so do you think she should have been fired?
No.
Because.
Okay, this is the thing. I understand that when you make business with Disney, all right, you need to understand who are they and what are they pushing.
Mm-hmm.
And although you need to understand that they do not support certain ideas, so there's that's your boss. That's who you decided to make business with.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the right to fire you.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is, and why although I wanted to defend them, although I didn't agree with them firing Gina, I didn't want to defend them. I wanted to defend them, is because one, Petro Pascal did the same thing, comparing Jews to there were kids in cages.
Mm-hmm.
That apparently was a Trump thing that became an Obama thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he was comparing the same thing, and nothing happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, Disney is in bed with China, who is doing basically similar things to, I believe, Muslim people.
Yeah.
So it's in internment camps. They're doing the exact same thing.
That they're also embedded with the current administration, I believe.
Give me a second. Without this podcast is not gonna go through. I came prepared. If not, I'll be coughing all fucking podcast long. So give it a second. Let it digest. Anyways, yeah, that's the thing. It's just hypocritical. It's just, and they know it's hypocritical, and people are just letting it happen because I guess in the United States we don't really care if China is just doing the same thing that's going on to the Jewish. I mean, not to Jewish people, to Muslim people.
It's not. I really don't want to talk about politics. I mean, I'll just put my one little sentence on for this part right here. Is like, there's certain politicians within our country that are very good at dog whistling. And when I mean by dog whistling, they know what to say to fire up people with certain things. A lot of people become inactive after their team has won,
Mm-hmm.
right? But as soon as their team needs people to rally up for them again,
Mhm.
they use certain words. I mean, I tell you, every 4 years you hear the same words. Every 4 years, I've always told you this. It's always happening. Every 4 years, that's what's gonna happen. And but they want to keep that energy focused. The whole goal is to, and it's both sides. It's not just one side. It's just focused towards getting what they need to win the victory at that point in time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
These a lot of the people that claim they care about, let's say human rights or equality for all, or whatever the fuck they claim, they're human. And as much as they want to pretend like they care about everybody, they don't really care about everybody, in my opinion.
No, they don't.
Yeah, but it's how it's pretty impossible to care about everybody.
Well, I don't blame them for not caring about it. I don't care about everybody.
Cause sure, we talk about the things going on in China, but we don't talk about the slaves that exist in Africa.
No, I hear you, but I think there's a difference between a giant corporation that wants to be seen as perfect and they only care about good things and everything nice.
Yeah.
Versus us, who is, I mean, immediately, listen, I don't care about everybody. I vote on my interests and only care about my interests.
Mm-hmm.
That may be selfish, but that's everybody.
I mean, I truly believe that. I mean, the thing is, that's what happens with money, bro. You put money anywhere, money is bound to corrupt anything. Where money coming from? If the money's not coming from China, it's gonna come from somewhere else. It could be fucking like the Middle East. You never know. There's billionaires over there too.
Yeah, I hear you. It's kind of difficult because from one side is Disney, and I feel like, well, one, you got in business with them, you know what they're about, and they have the right to fire you.
Mm-hmm.
But in the other side is that what she posted, in my opinion, was really true. What it basically was, German, what was it? Germans, they basically made the neighbors against the Jews, which I think that's something that's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's true what she says, and it's her right to say what she has to say. I think that's silencing in a way. But again, you're working for a company, and they don't want you to say certain things, so they have the right to fire you. But it's like, shit, I can't be for you silencing people while you're doing the exact same thing you are against because, oh, you compare what Jewish people did, so horrible, but yet you're supporting a government that is doing the exact same thing. Yeah. And then you want to smile at me and be like,
didn't Bill Burr like defend her or something? Gina? He said something like, oh, she was a nice lady.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, everyone has nothing but good things to say about her.
She seemed like a really nice lady.
And she's everything that Disney wants to promote. She's a strong, independent female. Strong character.
But it only matters if you're a strong, independent woman that leans to one side.
You know, it's like we want females to speak out, but shut up.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
But you're speaking for the wrong side, so we don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say.
Yeah, then it's just like, shut up. It's just like with the NBA. Fuck LeBron. You know, he wants to be outspoken, but as soon as China tells him shut up and dribble, he starts to shut up and dribble.
You really hate LeBron.
Bro, after I heard what he said, bro, I will never, bro.
That guy really hates LeBron. I mean,
not as a basketball player. There's a difference. Not as a basketball player. Amazing basketball player, probably top 2 of all time. But a cocksucker nonetheless.
His words.
Hey, man.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I bet if China said, suck my dick, those millions will be quite nice.
You think the NBA will get him to do it?
They'll be like, listen, you got 25 seconds to drop on your knees.
Wait, didn't he sign a bill? He signed like $1 billion deal with Jordan, right? Isn't Jordan like in bed with China, like heavily?
Nah, I don't say I wouldn't know.
I think they are, aren't they? Isn't all their sneakers made over there?
I wouldn't know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's interesting.
But the difference, if there's a difference between Jordan and LeBron, is that Jordan is not outspoken when it comes to.
Oh, he's signed with Nike. That's the thing. He's signed with Nike.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan's a better Jordan's a better businessman in my opinion.
I mean, he doesn't involve himself with politics. Like, for example, when the whole BLM thing happened, I think he just said something along the lines of, I'm going to put my money on BLM and hopefully things get better. That's just paraphrase the crap out of it. But yeah.
I mean, I prefer people that's not overtly political.
Yeah, like he's
be like a regular person.
He just minds his business. Like the whole Republicans buy shoes.
Buy shoes too.
But it's true. They buy shoes too. I think he was saying it to a reporter about something.
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah.
But, documentary? It's true.
Yeah, and then he was like, Republicans buy shoes too. Which is true. They buy shoes too. Like, they're not.
Literally, the leaning towards is basically just follow the money. I mean, everything that leans this way, it leans this way for a specific reason.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I wish they would have rehired her, because there were rumors of that. But after the whole Ben Shapiro interview, I was like, damn it, I think that's gone. And plus, I don't think she would want to be back in that company anyways. I don't think so.
I mean, who would want to? I mean, the thing, actors now have to think to themselves, do you want to work with Disney?
I think
you do because you become big working with Disney, but do you because you have no, you basically lose all negotiating power when you work with Disney. Okay, it doesn't matter what actor you are; they are bigger than you are.
I mean, I guess you lose the right to be outspoken. I mean, it really comes down to what is more important to you at that time. I forgot what was the word. There was a word called like integrity.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what is more important to you? You know, do
your integrity or the check?
Take her to check.
And
Which
it also depends on the time, right? If you're young and upcoming, yeah, Disney's definitely the move to do. When you become an adult and you don't really give a fuck about Disney anymore, you can talk your shit.
yeah, because all right, sorry for that.
I'm keep this over here.
You know, because there are people that talk about integrity all the time,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it's easy to talk about integrity when you have all the power. For example, there was a situation that happened with I fought a bodybuilder. So there's a bodybuilder who chose to ignore a contract because the company told him that he had to basically tell everybody that he was natural, and he was talking about, I have integrity and I don't want to do it, and I'm like, that's amazing and that's great that you did that. However, you decided to live in Dubai. You're living in Dubai right now with your girl because you decided to. Like, do you really need the money? Or an upcoming guy that has no following and this company offers him that, he might take it. I don't think you're wrong for not taking it.
I feel like, but the thing is, I think what he did was the better business move too, because that your popularity or your reputation at the time hinders on the truth ever coming out at that point.
Yeah.
So sure, integrity is one thing, but I feel like more even that there's still business involved in that too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm saying that there's no right or wrong answer.
I feel like integrity is probably more like, would you shut up for this $1,000 right now? Like, I'll give you this $1,000 if you just shut the fuck up, or you do whatever the fuck I tell you to do. I feel like that's more for integrity than anything else.
So you mean if Disney comes up to me and is like, all right, listen, I just want to take down all of the debt, goodbye, and I'll hook you up for life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think for life that's kind of a little messed up.
Let's say for the dad they'll give you $5,000 to never film another podcast with me again, or to never film another video with me again for $5,000. You take too long to think about this, brother.
That's $5,000. I mean, technically no. I would say no because I wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
I'm not in a position to need it.
Yeah.
But if let's just say it was the same situation, but we were broke, and my family was struggling, because my family's not struggling. We're
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
Like the the $5 million. I mean.
5,000.
Oh, I thought you said 5 million. That's what I was thinking about.
5,000.
No, why would I? No, I mean, of course, no.
Okay.
You said 5 million. That's what I'm like, damn.
Well, 5 million to never film a video. I mean,
Shit, that's what I thought you said 5 million. That's what I'm thinking about it, but not 5,000. It's not like I will need it. Like, what can $5,000 get me at some point?
Yeah, it depends. They'll probably offer you that because the channel is small. It's not a big channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'd rather grow it.
Yeah.
Because if I came up to the offer to you and I was like, listen, 2.5 for you, 2.5 for me.
There's never film another video together.
Fuck it.
That's fine. But then what if, like, let's say you take the deal and you never film Lidat with me again, but I continue with that and Lidat grows.
It really comes down to what's important to you.
Yeah, it does. What's the money or the growth or the process?
That I was gonna say that or
That's how I feel like people with steroids. What's more important to you? The process of getting to that body or the shortcuts? Like just having the body itself. And don't get me wrong, people who take steroids obviously still put in the work.
Wait, hold up. People who take steroids put in probably the most of the work. And not only that, that is a way of supporting for the whole families.
Sure.
Because there's...
But it is a shortcut.
It's not a shortcut.
It is a shortcut.
Why do you think it's a shortcut?
Oh, let's think about it this way. If I can probably go to, let's say, a women's lifting competition in fucking Hawaii and break every fucking record there, right?
Okay.
That's because the testosterone I have in my system. That's the difference between me and a girl that hasn't had injections of testosterone or steroids in that case, right? That's the difference there. Imagine giving me another step and adding steroids to me, and then competing against people that naturally would be around my size, and then having steroids have that. It is a shortcut. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. I'm saying that it's a shortcut. That's fine. It's fine for it to be a shortcut, though.
I see where you're coming from. I guess I see it a little bit different. Just because you see it as a shortcut, however, they will be competing against people that are on the same level.
Sure.
So I guess that shortcut is.
But anyone is basically most people that are natural can't compete with them though.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much given. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is a shortcut. I mean, it's not a shortcut compared to people that are taking this exact same thing, but it's a shortcut against 99% of the rest of the world, though. In that sense.
I don't know. Shortcut to me has a really negative connotation. Cause
and you don't. I'm not again.
No, because when you say shortcuts, I think of cheating, and the way I know them to be is one like just extremely disciplined people, probably the most disciplined people in the whole world.
Sure.
You know. So yes, they're taking something that is giving them a boost that other people simply don't have. However, I know they put in the most work and the most care in their bodies.
Sure.
So, shortcuts, I guess because I'm really into shortcuts too easy.
Let's say sports then. Let's go to sports, right? Because there's been plenty of allegations in sports, like in football or baseball, with someone taking steroids, right? A-Rod has been rumored to have taken steroids for about a good amount of his career. He led the league in home runs. He broke every record for home runs, and then was found out to be doing steroids. That's cheating.
Yeah,
he's legit. There's natural people there that are big as shit. These are like 6'5" motherfuckers, 280 pounds of just pure muscle. This guy is like 200 pounds taking steroids and is rocketing shit out of the fuck out of here. It's cheating.
Yeah, no, yes.
It is.
In that example, yes, 100% is cheating.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Sure, only in the context of against people that using steroids is the only time that makes sense.
Yeah, that yes, I guess that.
In that context, but outside of that context, any other situation, not really.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%, it is cheating.
And I'm not saying that for each his own. If that's the lifestyle they choose to do, and that's the lifestyle they choose to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, in that context,
it is a shortcut.
In that context, yes, I think it's a shortcut when you talk about like NBA, MLB, any show, because you're just going up against people that.
It basically makes your path the straight it could be. If working out is a whole bunch of this to get to where you need to go, steroids is a little bit of maybe you might get flat a little bit and you're going straight again. That's what steroids is.
Not exactly like that. I see your point. I guess for bodybuilders it's different because everyone is at the same level.
And even then, I mean, there's still genetics.
Everyone has the same opportunity. There you go, to take the same. So they're not natural. Everybody knows that.
Everybody has the same opportunity to take steroids. Not everyone has the same opportunity to be a genetic fucking freak.
Yeah, but I'm saying that they're still they're still even because they can take the same things. You might not have the same results.
It's equality of not outcome, equality of opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, not equality of outcome.
Yeah.
And like Arnold's kids, if they decide to be fucking bodybuilders, just based on pure genetics.
One of them is going to. He's going to try it. Looks amazing. Yeah, he has his dad's chest.
Based on just pure genetics, they have a bigger chance.
Yeah, amazing.
It's just genetics.
The only thing is just tall. That's going to fuck him. But he'll be fine. He was amazing. Amazing guy.
And the thing, bro, genetics take a big thing. Just we could swing it back to the last podcast when we were talking about working out. Like, I'm confident in my genetics when it comes to sports. I'm extremely confident in it because every sport I've ever tried since I was a kid it's come as like second nature to me. I was 13 years old throwing 80 miles an hour. The first time my dad took me pitching. Not my dad, a friend of mine took me pitching. Didn't enjoy the baseball team. Same thing with swimming. Like, I had the second fastest time in my school's history. I believe I did get the first, but it wasn't recorded. It's like certain genetics for certain people just work out. And if that person also works hard, what the fuck can you even do about that? If you don't try to cheat to catch up. Same thing with gaming. Some people are just better at gaming. They have better game sense, or they just chess. Anything that exists. Because like some people just have an advantage over other people.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good segue to the following topic. So this is something that we could review. It's like a review on Kevin Samuels. Because Kevin Samuels, the Godfather himself, has been catching a lot of heat left and right from women.
Probably mostly left.
I mean, mainly just women that don't agree with him. It's hilarious because this guy doesn't really care. But basically, he goes on a video, on a podcast, and apparently there's 3 feminists. 2 of them, as soon as they heard his name, they were like, "I agree with you." they just lay down the towel. Like, I agree with you. I don't want no smoke. One of them,
Well, they agree with him?
yeah, they were like, I agree with you. I don't want no smoke. It was hilarious. But anyways, they were talking about fairness.
Mm-hmm.
And Kevin Samuels comes on and he's like, one of the things that I keep listening from you girls is the notion of fairness. Men don't care about fairness. And another thing he said was that Kevin Samuels is a feminist when it comes to the true definition of the word, meaning that he is for you to have a fair, I think we just said it, fair, equal chance opportunity.
Equal opportunity.
He's up for equal opportunity, except that he's against you having, what is it?
Equal outcomes.
Equal outcomes. And they basically they went off. The girl ended up just stumbling in the first 2 minutes because Kevin Samuels ended up bringing up the point of, you're a really beautiful woman. When you go to a club, you don't pay and you just pass the line. That's not fair for the girl that is waiting on the line. Wouldn't you say? And she basically said, oh, but that's not my fault. And he said, no, that is not your fault. But you got lucky and you're beautiful. So do you stop and you say, hey, I don't want to go into the club because this woman is ahead of me? No, you go into the club and you take advantage of your opportunities. And it just fell apart because he just destroyed them, and it was the conversation was over.
Yeah.
But what do you think of that? Fairness. I think that's something that you pretty much sure I agree with him.
I mean, I'll switch to something he said, that men don't care about fairness. Men care about fairness.
Even more than women?
Yeah. No. I think everyone cares about fairness, right? No one wants to get cheated.
When he says fairness, I'm pretty sure he's talking about
Advantages.
Well,
it sounds like he's talking about just advantages. Cause he used the explanation of the girl being beautiful and being allowed to get in because of the opportunity, because she's beautiful, right?
I guess yeah.
But a difference would be just being cheated, just being pure cheated. Like someone took not only were they like, okay, insider trading. Mm-hmm. Those previous to certain information that you it's impossible for you to have.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just cheating. No one wants that. Right? Don't get me wrong, there's going to be certain advantages for certain people, but, he probably needs to work on his definition a little bit and, how to really narrow it down. Is that, okay, instead of fairness, well, certain things will not be fair because of advantages people have innately, right? If you cheat to get those advantages, that's cheating. That's different, and that's definitely not fair. But fairness is not even a concept when you talk about something that you're innately born with, right? And it shouldn't be categorized as such, right? Because no one can argue if someone's just born smarter than someone else. You can't. What are you gonna say about that? It's unfair. No, yeah, sure, it's unfair, but I don't think no one's arguing that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
I don't think you will never hear me give props to feminists, but that is one thing I have not heard a feminist argue.
Fairness?
No, about being innate with something. They haven't argued against that shit. I've never heard of a single feminist say, "Oh, that's not fair because you was born this way," or like not besides white. They say it all the time, but like no one's ever said, "Oh, it's not fair because you were born with like longer hair than me, and that's why this happens." And so I don't hear that from feminists.
Yeah,
but that's just my stance on it. I think that some of his, I agree with a lot of things. I agree with a lot of things that, and it's funny when he says it to women, but a lot of blatant things he says, though funny, if you think about it, it's not exactly true. Like that, for example.
Fairness. When he said that, I understood it as, yes, like life is not gonna be fair. For like, to use your example, there are kids that when you go into school, they don't have to study and they're gonna get an 100, an A. They don't have to put zero effort on anything. But you will probably have to study 4 hours a day just to get a C. Now, is that fair? I mean,
you guys are both given the same things.
I guess.
You guys are both given the same test, same textbook, same pencil, same everything.
I mean,
same teacher.
I mean, yeah, like you could say, "Oh, it's unfair. God made me this way." That's one way of looking at things.
That's one way of looking at it, yeah.
Or you can just try harder and hopefully you can go from a C to a B. Life is not gonna give you things. You know, you're gonna have weaknesses and you're gonna have strengths.
Yeah.
I guess he was more talking about the girls just complaining about life is. There's certain people that just complain that the life is never fair. When yeah, life is not gonna be fair. You just gotta put your best foot forward. It is what it is. Some people just are born to a rich family. Some people have to
Yeah,
bring their way up.
and that's fine.
Like-
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like Michael B. Jordan. Like I'm not gonna go in his comments and be like, the only reason they're with you is because you got money. You're not good looking. You only get like a 6. Like
People, I truly feel like people like that are they're emotionally driven towards anything,
people that
and they hate they hate themselves.
yeah
People
yeah
that think, I feel like people that think that way really hate themselves.
yeah 100%.
Right, and so okay, I've had this crazy thought at work. It's crazy that we talk about this. 'Cause I did think about this today at work. I was gonna bring it up to my girl, but I didn't. Sex only sells currently because men are selling it. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yes, okay.
We only, for example, big asses. We only into big asses because a man decided to tell other men that's what you desire. It wasn't the women that decided for men, yo, this ass is what you need. What happened was, let's say J-Lo, for example, got a manager, decided to make her famous, got her famous. Most likely, I think her manager was a male, right? Decided to get her famous, got her famous. She was attractive, and then he decided, you know what? Butts. Made her butt the shining thing about her. And then butts became a thing. Right? Because asses haven't been a thing since the beginning of time. And if there's trends for certain things of girls' bodies, like boobs, legs, there's been a whole bunch of things. There's been trends for girls' bodies. And the person selling it every time is a man. They're selling it to other men.
There was a on said last time.
Because when feminists try to sell sexy, it doesn't look good.
No, because
OnlyFans is run by a man. You know, Pornhub, X videos, it's all run by men.
yeah, like the only reason why OnlyFans is successful is because of men.
And because of women. Don't get me wrong, women, you know, it sounds bad to say like this, but they are the product.
We are the consumers.
And they're being sold to other men.
Yeah, because the appeal to OnlyFans is not the sexual.
Like, why do you think Cardi B is so famous? You think Cardi B is famous because of females?
No, because of
She's clearly famous because of men.
I can't believe that you just said that. Because of men. Why? I don't
She,
find that.
she,
I hear you. You're right. You're right. It's just
follow the logic.
It's just that. Listen,
I want people to hear this too. She's famous because of men. Women want to be like her.
Yeah.
They want to be like her because they see her as desirable. She can only be perceived as desirable if men are into her.
No, you're right.
Then you look at any other female, name any other high top female celebrity in general, and that's where it comes down to.
You're right. It's just that fucking who would want to be like her, bro? It's like she's so unattractive to me. Fucking hair guts.
I'm not attracted to her either.
I hate hair guts.
I'm not attracted to her either.
You're right. I follow you and it makes sense because the main reason why OnlyFans is as popular as it is not because of the sex part. It's because of the connection that females are able to sell men. If that makes sense. So yeah,
sure.
so that's
sure, it makes them feel like they're businesswomen, but at the end of the day, are they really?
I mean, we're the products. If you don't like your product,
they are the products. They are the products, and we're the consumers.
That's how it is.
And they believe it to be the other way around. They think their content is the product.
No,
it's not. That's not the case. It's crazy when you start thinking about things like that.
No, you're right. Because it's something I heard of before.
Yeah,
heard a lot before. But it's just that.
It's like same thing with Apple. At this point, Apple isn't a product service system. They sell you products, but the main thing that's really selling you is the ecosystem, being part of Apple. That's what they're selling you now. How can I make this system better so you want to join it? You're basically joining a social media. That's basically what it is. That's what Apple is. Social media. Get the fuck together. It's a social media platform that takes over every other social media platform. Yeah.
And it's also like a cult following because if you have an Apple,
it's the ecosystem.
It's like, yo, you have an Android.
And that's basically how they sell it. Even though Android is the bigger product in the world, a lot of people don't even think that. You know how much Microsoft is worth? Microsoft is worth like, I think the last time I checked the stock, Microsoft is like worth over 1,000, and then fucking Apple is like worth like $100. Stocks.
That was I don't know.
I mean, I can check again. I can fucking double check that shit, but
I don't remember. I mean, yeah. Well, that's one topic, men and women. I want to review some of Kevin Samuel's videos on men because I want to make it a little bit fair. He goes on men, like he told this guy, he goes in there and he's like, I don't understand why females are not speaking to me, and he's like, well, I mean, you're like 300 pounds with a small dick. It's one of the reasons. It's a lot funnier when he said it, but it was genius. Let me see. There's another topic I just thought of. What was it? Fuck. Okay. What do you think of Texas? No masks.
I think it was a good move.
Apparently, Florida never had a mask mandate, or they have it.
I think it was a good move.
That's what people don't fuck with.
No, so all the Californians there can leave.
I mean, yeah. I mean, who wants California?
You gotta look at the plan behind the plan.
Well, leaving all the Californians.
Yeah, the plan behind the plan behind the plan. Right. So, let's see. This solves two problems, or at least in my head, I think it solves two problems that Texas was dealing with. One, right, is that one, they have majority of all Democratic people in this country. It's Texas.
Texas. Democratic people.
There's more Democrats in Texas
now or before.
Just in general, they have like 29. They have 30 million people that live there alone.
I thought
I think they're the most populated place in all of the country.
I thought Texas went red.
It is red.
Wait, well, how they?
There's more Republicans.
Oh, it's because oh wait, but you said there's more Democrats
in the country. And as a single state, they have the most Democrats.
Oh, you mean the Democrats are in the cities, the Republicans are in like rural areas?
Yeah,
okay,
something like that, right?
Carry on.
So, this clearly divides that state. But just like how California's laws made a mass exodus from California to Texas, this no mask mandate could potentially send them all right back. They don't take state taxes, so it's not like they're losing money when these people leave in the first place.
I can't believe they care that much about masks to leave a whole state.
Californians?
I don't know. That seems to me odd.
Listen, man.
I want to go to Florida because there's no fucking masks. I mean, to hit it until I leave over there.
I mean, but I think that my girl didn't agree with the move. She
Florida.
She told me she's like, oh, why would they do that? I'm like, what do you mean? Speaking of my girl. Yes, Veronica.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Why did you answer my phone? Are you sleeping?
Because I'm in the middle of a podcast right now.
Oh, okay.
Everyone can hear you on speaker.
Oh, hi.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I was gonna be like strippers. You guys can leave. All right, continue.
Where was that?
Californians leaving. Your girl didn't believe it.
Oh, she thought that the idea of the no mask mandate was dumb. I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, okay, the idea of that.
And I was like, and I asked her what she mean. She's like, oh, because people can get sick, this and that, blah blah blah. And I asked her, Veronica, how many people do you think die from the flu every year? And she goes, I don't know. I'm like, well, the number is about around 60,000 a year, annually, just from the flu alone. Right. So it's like, and this isn't going away.
No.
So your choice is to either start beginning to live normally. You can vaccinate yourself. You're 90% less likely after no vaccination. This and that, blah blah blah. Or you can be scared for the rest of your life. Because don't get me wrong, people are dying. Mostly older people, but kids are killing themselves right now.
It's not the number that they say it was.
I agree with
that.
But I don't want to put that information out. I agree with you, but it's that topic. Kids are killing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They're stuck home all day and they're getting depressed. They have nothing to do and they are killing themselves in numbers we haven't seen before ever. Right? So it's like, well, we have to return to normalcy eventually. We cannot continue to afford to give out free money. Because what's going to happen is after this, that's why this year everything's crashing right now with the stocks. Mm-hmm. Inflation is going to come. Mm-hmm. All the prices are going to skyrocket. Everything's going to go fucking high. You giving out free money.
Yeah, they just passed that 4 point whatever. I just got the news. But
yeah. A lot of money is basically going to governments. It's like each states.
You know, something else they found out is that most of the stimulus money actually goes to people's savings, so they're not putting it back into the economy.
I mean, yeah, that's smart.
So it kind
Because
of
if there's gonna be inflation, why the fuck would I spend the money?
so that's where the plan is also fucking up, because they expected that if you give people money, they're gonna spend it, but people are not spending it, so they're just giving money away and nothing is happening. It's not going anywhere. It's just going to saving accounts.
Let's see what happens. I feel like I have an idea what's gonna happen with that. Also, yeah, but that's the two problems California basically deal with that. I think the winter storm got a lot of Californians out of there when the electricity grid fucking fried.
There's some weak ass people in California. They can't even deal with one little snowstorm.
Listen, man.
Fucking what's going on? It's just one little snowstorm. How much weren't you there when it was snowing?
And I got out of there right after it started snowing.
It was not that bad.
When I was over there, it didn't snow. I left right before. But there was ice on the roads over there, and the ice on the roads are fucking crazy. Because their roads aren't built for it. Like, literally, you can't even roll your car without it fucking go over the place. It's straight black ice.
Yeah, fuck.
They had cops blocking off the highway. Remember that big ass car crash in Dallas?
No.
There's a big ass and the entire highway was filled with cars just crashing into each other. No one could drive.
Listen, I was working when it was snowing. I was just chilling.
Yeah, but we're prepared for it over here in New York. The whole electricity grid broke off or it didn't work, and they was getting slack for that shit. It's like, oh damn, look at that, your whole electricity grid. You should get into the grid with the rest of America. Fuck that.
But didn't their governor went to Cancun?
Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
And his family went on vacation.
I mean, I would go on vacation too. Be like, deuces. All right. My son went to Cancun.
I mean, but it's like, so what? And that's not that big of a deal. I think you're thinking about a Dyson, your camera.
No, I have another battery in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see the big problem. I think Florida never had mask mandate.
I think a certain group of people in America just want to control whatever happens everywhere, and if you don't listen, you're an evil person. That's basically how everything comes down to. Like, make everyone that doesn't listen to you seem evil.
Yeah, like even Mr. Potato Head. You know what happened to Mr. Potato Head?
Was he not he's not Mr. Potato Head?
No, he's gender neutral. So he's just Potato Head. So there's no Mrs. or Mr. Potato Head. It's just Potato Heads.
I mean, it's a toy. I'm not gonna kill myself over it. It's a fucking toy.
But still, it's Mr. Potato Head.
I don't care. Do you see the super straight thing on TikTok?
Who?
Super straight.
Bro, I'm not on TikTok. You on TikTok?
I'm on TikTok now. Yeah.
You're on TikTok.
You don't have TikTok? You fucking had TikTok.
No, I didn't have TikTok. No,
No.
I had TikTok because I looked at it, but you were the one over here talking about. We have videos of this shit. We can find it. Talking your shit. What happened? You have a whole explanation. Look at the camera now.
Yeah, my girl fucking kept. Yeah, that was the worst decision I ever made too, bro. Fucking, if I don't look at my phone for like 2 minutes, bro, I have like 100. She sent me like 100 videos. But now I don't get in my fucking text message. That's the reason I got the app in the first place, bro. I got the app, so I want to see it in my text message. So I would have 100 messages on my phone just waiting for me.
But like, what is she sending you? What is so important?
She's sending me fucking TikToks, and she's sending me whack shit. Oh my god, this is so funny. No, it's not. So I got TikToks that can be all in one app. But occasionally, I ran into something funny. So this guy said, I am now part of the LGBTQ community. I added a new sex or a thing. It's called super straight. This is what it means. It means that I am only interested in having sex with the opposite sex that they were born that sex. Since they've been saying that everyone that is straight and doesn't want to have sex with a trans person is transphobic. He says no. So now my new thing is, this is the way. This isn't a choice. This is the way I was born. I was born craving only the opposite sex of the sex that they were born as. So that's been getting a lot of hate on TikTok. And the thing is, no one can respond to the video because if they do, it's against their.
Oh, my son's found a loophole.
Yeah, he found a loophole. It's against the policy because you can't make someone's sexual. You can't make fun of someone's sexual identity.
Well, that's fucking genius.
Fucking genius,
See, there's
bro.
some smart people on TikTok.
That shit was fucking genius, bro.
I'm super straight.
Super straight. There's a flag for it too.
There's no flag.
There's a
for
flag.
It.
It's orange and black. That's the super. I'm about to put that shit on my Instagram. Super straight.
Super straight.
Flag.
Oh,
Is he
shit.
pretty sneak?
Wait, I see a black. I don't see no super straight.
Oh, that's straight ally. There you go. That's the video. That's the flag right there.
Okay, let me see the comment section.
Don't be afraid to come out.
This dude is going to give me aneurysm. What the hell? I came out. What's up? I hope you can. How do I get the FP? What's up about bullshit? I'm not interested in reading all that.
Take one of these shits.
The black one is more powerful. I tried the blue one. It didn't do shit for me.
Well, I'm not dying, so.
I am barely alive. I'm not sick. I just.
Oh, we just on Amazon. Want to talk about Amazon? About thing that happened about?
Oh yeah. So Amazon.
As far as I know, they just changed their.
Where's the light?
They changed their logo.
But you know why?
Apparently Hitler.
Yes. Logo. So I'm hopefully. Okay. There you go. So this is exactly what it is.
Because of the mustache?
Yeah, the mustache. So this resembles Hitler's mustache apparently. So they changed it to this because they were getting flack for it. I mean, I don't know how anyone got this out of that.
But they're not mad about the cages, the new cages?
What new cages?
Oh.
The ones in
Yeah, the southern border. You don't know we're having a crisis down there? You know there's been more crossings in the last month since Biden's been president than it's been all of 2020?
I mean, listen. The good part about this is the media is technically dying. Biden, what has he been up to? I have not heard from this man.
The guy's
Where is
in the shadows,
He-
bro.
he's
This
gone.
guy's a ninja.
He won. I have not seen him, heard from him, nothing. He just passed the bill. That's the only thing I heard from him. But I think Congress passes that, so he has nothing to do with the fucking bill, anyways.
He
And
got like 100 executive orders, or like 33 executive orders within the first
but the
month.
media, I think there's been more news about Trump still than about him. Where is Trump? I think Trump just said deuces.
No, he had like a whole speech
About
at,
what?
at CPAC, and the people want him to run for 2024. And there's been a lot of buyer's remorse from Biden. I mean,
Listen,
a lot of people that voted for Biden were just they were just anti-Trump.
listen. My goal.
I saw 20 million people that voted for Biden was just an anti-Trump vote. But now you're looking at it like, maybe it wasn't so bad. Maybe it
I
wasn't
mean,
so
at
bad.
least we had a leader. I don't know where my leader is. I think he's in the White House. We sure he's there?
I don't know. He don't know where he's at. Where are we again?
Man, he's in Cancun. We're like, oh damn. Listen, my goal in life is to be.
Listen, man. But everyone knew what he was gonna get. We know. Everyone knows he's not in charge right now. No one's. I mean, I think this is the first time in American political history that we are aware that Biden is a figurehead. We have a figurehead as a president. I'm not sure who's running shit, but someone's running shit.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. You motherfuckers figure it out. My goal in life is to be well off enough where I can just.
What's the next topic?
Cool. Let me see. I think that was everything. There's probably more stuff, but then I'll remember as soon as we're done with everything. If anything, I'll just make a cut. I don't know. We
Let's
discussed.
talk about the Snyder Cut. Are you excited?
Who?
The Snyder Cut. I'm excited. I'm actually really excited.
I saw it. It looks. I'm just
It looks
wondering.
like a whole different movie, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because originally I thought that it was just gonna be like a couple of cuts here and there, but apparently they just hit the whole movie. But I just don't understand why they just destroyed the whole movie. Apparently, they hit.
A lot of it were first. A lot of it was reshoots. A lot of it was reshoots. It didn't capture the second director's idea of what the movie should be.
When does it come out? Isn't it supposed to be this month?
I think it's like the 8th or 18th.
This month?
Yeah.
Oh, I put it in the calendar. I didn't know that.
When he come out.
We know if it's gonna be a full movie. It's gonna be like 3 episodes.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm excited for that one.
Snyder
And
Cut.
that one in King Kong versus Godzilla. That's another one I'm excited for.
King Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm interested. I just want to see monsters.
March 18th.
March
The
18th.
day after I left from there.
March 18th.
Oh, we just gonna get it for deadlift, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, March 18th. I think 19th is Godzilla and Kong.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I want to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it, but I've never been a big fan of Godzilla.
Me neither, but as long as there's enough fighting, but I feel like I just want to see monsters fight. That's all I mean for the movie for. I don't care about the storyline. I don't care about them discovering Wakanda.
I mean, I think it would look beautiful. I think they're gonna fucking make it look amazing. I really do believe that. Just it's like I feel like whenever I can't think of a good movie where whenever something is like something big is like the main thing and it's not animated has ever been good. Like an animated movie and stuff like that. Like besides that, I mean, the closest you get is Endgame, and those things weren't really characters. Those big fucking flying things. Besides that,
I'm excited for it. That one and I guess Justice League. But either way, I mean, after that movie, I think it's gonna be like its own thing because, I mean, isn't Superman not longer in it? Henry Cavill. Like
I don't know.
I think Batman they changed.
I know Ben Affleck is out.
Gal Gadot. I mean, she's still in, but I don't really care about her.
After her last movie.
It was bad.
You saw it? You didn't see the Wonder Woman
No,
movie? It was bad.
I didn't have interest in it.
It was bad.
I mean, there were people sucking the dick of it, being like, "Oh, it's amazing."
That shit was horrible. That shit got like the worst ratings.
Well, there you go. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with DC. I mean, they just can't get it right.
It was the fucking director of that movie.
For
Oh my god, bro. That movie was dog water, bro.
I just know there's like a cheetah girl.
The cheetah girl wasn't the problem.
What was the problem?
The problem was the fucking story of the movie.
I mean, I'm not gonna watch it, but what was it about then?
The essential theme throughout the entire movie is cheating never gets you anywhere, right?
Okay.
That's what they set up in the beginning of the movie. They said the cheetah girl, she kind of cheated, how she got her prize in the first place. Okay. That never gets resolved. Then, at the end, they specifically show a reason why she can't beat the guy she's about to beat. Then, she beats the guy in the exact same way they show what she cannot do. There's basically no consequences. And she cheated to win.
Who cheated? Cheetah girl or Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Oh.
The whole theming of the movie is bad. It's bad.
I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, I never had.
I mean, you can watch it and enjoy the ride of a dumpster fire.
No, I don't care about. I just want Godzilla and fucking.
She couldn't fly. She couldn't fly for half the movie. God knows why.
She's just one of those things she chose not to.
She apparently she lost ability. I mean, she flew in the last movie, the first one. She's fighting a fucking god.
Okay.
But now they have to steal a fucking a jet to fly across the world.
Because she can't fly.
And she's out here just fucking swinging. She's out here swinging on lightning bolts.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what am I watching right now?
Listen, bro. I don't care. Fucking Wonder Woman. I mean, what? They don't have
The
nothing.
ending is the most Remember Suicide Squad? Remember how they complain about DC? There's always a fucking light, like a light show. Like there's always like this big light coming through in the middle of the world, and that's how that's what happened with fucking that Superman movie when it was fucking terraforming the world. One big ass light. Suicide Squad when that witch was fucking shit up. One big ass light. That's basically how all DC movies ended. There's one big ass light going through the middle of the world. Same thing in Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I don't know about.
You know who I think is gonna start having a bad time though with their movies? I think Marvel's time is gonna start dwindling.
Nah, after Wonder Woman, I mean not after Wonder Woman, WandaVision.
That's the new characters they're gonna bring in. I don't feel like people are gonna care about them that much.
I mean, if there's a company I'll put hope in, it's gonna be Marvel.
I'll put more hope in Marvel than DC currently. But I think long run, I think DC can come back into the picture, and I think Marvel is gonna be stuck in a certain area when they start adding all these colorful characters that people aren't gonna care about.
I mean, we'll see, because Wanda was not a character everybody loved, but in this movie,
But the implications of Wanda is what makes her intriguing.
but it's not.
She literally made Thanos make like rain fire because she could fuck him. She destroyed an Infinity Stone by herself. It's the implications of Wanda in the first place that make her interesting.
I just have I see where you're coming from. I just have hope.
Like
for Marvel in
if
this movie.
they made a movie, let's say about had they made like a TV show
Mhm.
based off of her brother, like the Quicksilver guy, no one would give a fuck.
I don't know that, bro.
I don't think no one's gonna give a fuck.
I have enough trust in them that they're able to fit so many
You
genres.
can't make a guy that runs fast that interesting for that long.
Okay, but you don't know that because they have not done it. But what I'm saying is that they are able.
I mean, Sonic exists, but
Okay, but that's
It's-
completely
the
different.
story is not amazing.
Okay, but who thought that they could make an interesting story about Captain America?
Everyone. What do you mean? Captain
Nobody.
America? Captain America's been interesting for like 100 years.
Bro, after the first movie, no one thought that they were able. Because this is the thing about Marvel, they're able to mix their comic book with so many different genres,
Mhm.
with spies, witchcraft, whatever. They just have a plethora of things
Who
that they can
who
choose.
on the original Avengers wasn't cool before the movies? That they made cool. Thor wasn't cool.
You think Thor was cool? Thor was an
I
interesting.
was not a
character.
first. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of Thor, even in the beginning movies.
Uh-huh.
But the idea of Thor and Hulk together, everyone thought that shit was cool.
No. You said give me a character. I gave
Okay.
you one. Thor.
Thor was cool at that time. The whole Asgardian thing was very popular, within the comics. It was.
He was not a cool character in the movies. But they
Yeah,
wanted to make
because
him
that's
a
the
cool
character they made him in the first. When they tried to follow the comics of Thor, they couldn't do him
It
good.
didn't work. But
They made Shakespeare. They even made fun of him about being Shakespeare. And
Exactly.
but that wasn't a Marvel decision. That was a Chris Hemsworth decision. Chris told him himself, "I want to do this guy a different way." And I think it was Watiki allowed him to do the character the way he wanted to do it.
and that's why I give them also credit for that, because they're able to pivot.
But that's not a Marvel. That wasn't a Marvel. That wasn't a Marvel choice.
Okay, but they listen to their, what is it? To listen to their, they listen to the people well enough to trust them to try something new. They're able to pivot. Not a lot of studios are able to pivot with their characters. You see that this is the way we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it this way, and that's it.
Yeah.
But
I
I give
agree.
them credit because they're able to take an idea that doesn't work and be like, all right, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna do this instead.
Sure.
They did that with Captain America, because the first Captain America was not as great as the second one, or the third one. The third one was Civil War, but mainly the second one.
Civil War was really good. Civil War was really good.
I just give them credit.
The first one was ass. The first one was
Captain America.
yeah.
But again,
I hated that movie.
They're able to pivot and see what they can do with the character, and they make quite interesting things. I mean, I trust them. If they fuck up, I know they'll pivot, and they'll try something.
Okay, but I feel like okay. So what's the story of Civil War? Story of Civil War. I mean, not Civil War. Of Winter Soldier. The story of Winter Soldier is the idea of someone that you once thought was dead and that you loved is actually alive, and it's just like you, and it's just as powerful as you, and you have to try to save him.
Oh, well, it's a spy movie. It's a spy thriller.
It's a thriller.
It's a spy.
I mean, you can clarify. I didn't feel any like thrills from the spiness of the movie.
But what I'm saying is that they were able to change Captain America between, there was a war hero, which the movie was okay.
Captain America stayed a war hero the entire time. You're not gonna tell me that Captain
No,
America.
I didn't say okay. I didn't say that he stopped being a war hero. I'm saying that he was a war hero.
You think
okay?
you think he became a spy in that movie?
No, there was spy acts because he had to work with Black Widow.
Black Widow, yeah, sure, but I don't
He
think
was not working with the military and everything. He was doing his own thing. And in the movie, she was teaching him how to stay covert and how to find secrets.
I mean, I feel like the movie is good. I like the movie. I do like the movie.
I'm just saying they can pivot. They can make stories that we didn't think they were going to be interesting. And from what I've seen, and they're being proven to do so, is that if something doesn't work, they won't sink it to the ground and just shove it down our throats. They're able to pivot.
Sure, I see what you mean by that.
Now, yeah, if they're bringing colorful characters that nobody fucks with, like
That's what I'm
Captain
saying.
Marvel.
And not even just that, bro, because you know what's next. Me and you both know what's next. Yeah, we
The lesbian stripper that is able to summon the power of WAP. Able to control reality with a vagina.
Did you hear about the comics what they was doing with BLM? The people started getting their powers during the BLM movement. That was happening in comics. I'm serious.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's kind of I know where the direction of this thing goes. I hope Marvel doesn't do it.
Yeah.
I hope they stay more true. But I mean, they already on Chris Pratt's ass about being religious in the first place.
Right. I listen. All I can do is hope. That's all we have at this point. So I hope. I trust in them. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming out. I think it's gonna be a great TV show.
Anthony Mackie?
Who?
He the black guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Mackie. Really good actor.
Mm-hmm.
I loved him in Altered Carbon.
Who?
In Altered Carbon.
Oh, no, I've never seen it.
He's a good actor. I've been watching a couple of his movies. Great actor. I never thought he was a great actor. You know, I watched Captain America movies and him inside of the Avengers. I didn't care about him. But he can act.
Oh, he can act, and I'm sure he's gonna be a good character when you put the spotlight on him.
I just wonder how the dynamics between him and the Winter Soldier is gonna. Is that gonna play out?
Well, we still gotta see that, but from the trailers, from what I've seen, I feel like they have pretty good chemistry.
Not chemistry. Like, what's the story gonna be like for both of them?
Yeah. Listen.
I feel like a lot of the story of Bucky wasn't fleshed out the entire time. Like, they basically had one character arc for him, and ever since then they kind of just had him there. He didn't do anything in both Avengers movies.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything in really the Black Panther movie.
Yeah, I mean, this is their chance, because those movies, I don't think that they would have the time to explain anything about Bucky.
Not explain anything. He didn't do anything in those movies.
Yeah, he was just fighting.
Like 3 movies that he was in, he was there shooting a gun.
I hear you, but at the same time, it's like, damn, there's a lot of characters for everybody to get a moment to shine. It's like it's a big ass.
He literally gave all the girls a moment to shine.
No.
Yeah, when they all got together, they all got together and it was like, girl power, let's start killing shit, yeah. Right? They all got a moment right there, and all you saw him do was